Thank you for joining us. I'm Keith Garvin. Daniela is off tonight. The Texas State Board of Education has approved a preliminary vote advancing proposals to allow Bible teachings in some classrooms. This would be optional and affecting students in kindergarten through 5th grade. The final decision is set to be voted on by Friday, but it took some time to get to this point. Let's go over the timeline. June 2023, Governor Greg Abbott signed House Bill 1605 into law. May of this year, the TEA and the State Board of Education unveiled the proposal and received open feedback. September of this year, the State Board of Education heard public testimony, and then this month the board spent a week of meetings to discuss curriculum. Now, supporters of Bluebonnet Learning say that the addition of Bible verses add context to pieces of art and literature, but those against it say it is biased against other religions. KPRC2's Rowan Balogun joins us here in studio to share what he is hearing from parents. Rowan?
Yeah, Keith, as you mentioned, we expect a final vote Friday on whether the state will allow biblical stories to be taught in schools. Now, here's what people are saying about it. Those supporting the measure say that adding the Bible brings in more context to literature. Quote, a very large influence on the Western world, and that's why it's very important for it to be learned in the classroom, because students wouldn't have an understanding of the influence on our government. Now, those against it say it's a slippery slope, adding that Bluebonnet Learning goes far beyond the important goal of promoting religious literacy, instead veering into straight up Bible study. Now, we wanted to hear from parents and people who live and work in the area, so we went to Sugar Land with this question: what if the state teaches biblical lessons at public schools?
Wow, that's a really good question.
What if? I don't have any problem with it. I'm a man of faith, and I think that it would keep us kind of, moving in the right direction, if you will.
And I will say I don't have a problem with it either, as long as we're giving equal platforms to equal religions, because I know my daughter is a minority in her class, and so I know there's a lot of different cultures and diversity in her classrooms.
I feel like nowadays kids don't have the fundamentals and the basis of kind of the good fundamentals of the Bible. I feel like so many families just are so busy that they don't have time for kids to actually go to church and learn good fundamental, things and values.
I think that if people want like a biblical teaching for their kids in their school, then they would opt to go to like a private school that teaches like those Christian values.
If the measure moves forward, the lesson plans are optional for school districts. Districts who use it will receive an additional $60 per student. In studio, Rowan Balogun, KPRC 2 News.